The Space Shuttle Columbia disaster was a tragic event in the history of space exploration, marking a significant loss for NASA and the global space community. On February 1, 2003, the Columbia orbiter disintegrated upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, resulting in the loss of all 7 crew members. This disaster was not only a technical failure but also a poignant reminder of the risks inherent in human spaceflight. Background and overview. The Columbia disaster was the second fatal accident in the Space Shuttle program's history, following the Challenger disaster in 1986. The Space Shuttle Columbia, designated OV-102, was the first operational shuttle in NASA's fleet, named after the first American ship to circumnavigate the globe. It made its maiden flight on April 12, 1981, with astronauts John W. Young and Robert L. Crippen aboard, marking the beginning of an era in reusable spacecraft technology. Over its 2-decade career, Columbia completed 27 missions, including groundbreaking scientific research, satellite deployments, and the first Spacelab mission. Its final mission, STS-107, began on January 16, 2003, with a crew of 7, Rick D. Husband, William C. McCool, Michael P. Anderson, Elon Ramon, Kalpana Chawla, David M. Brown, and Laurel B. Clark. The mission was focused on a variety of experiments in physical, life, and space sciences. Events leading to the disaster. The critical event leading to the Columbia disaster occurred during re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, specifically during the final minutes of its descent on February 1, 2003. As the shuttle streaked across the sky on a trajectory towards Florida, sensors detected unusual temperature increases on the left wing, coinciding with the spacecraft's left side facing the direction of travel. The anomalies in temperature were initially considered minor, possibly due to faulty sensors or instrumentation errors. However, further analysis suggested that the left wing had sustained damage during launch, when a piece of insulating foam from the shuttle's external fuel tank had struck the wing's leading edge. This foam strike occurred 81.7 seconds after launch and was captured on video and photography during the liftoff of STS-107. NASA engineers and managers had evaluated the foam strike as a potential risk to the orbiter's thermal protection system, TPS, which shields the shuttle from the extreme heat generated during re-entry. However, they concluded that the damage was unlikely to pose a serious threat to the crew's safety. This decision was influenced by previous instances of foam shedding during shuttle launches, none of which had resulted in significant damage. Re-entry and disaster. During the final approach to Kennedy Space Center in Florida, Columbia began to experience aerodynamic instability due to the breach in its left wing's thermal protection. The damage allowed superheated gases to penetrate the wing during re-entry, causing the orbiter's structure to weaken and ultimately leading to its disintegration. At approximately 8:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, communication with the shuttle was lost as it flew over Texas at an altitude of about 200,000 feet. Witnesses on the ground reported seeing multiple contrails and debris falling from the sky, signaling that Columbia had broken apart. NASA immediately initiated search and rescue operations across Texas and Louisiana, where debris was scattered over a large area. Tragically, all 7 crew members perished in the disaster: Rick Husband, Commander; William McCool, Pilot; Michael Anderson, Payload Commander; Elon Ramon, Payload Specialist; Kalpana Chawla, Mission Specialist; David Brown, Mission Specialist; and Laurel Clark, Mission Specialist. Investigation and findings. In the aftermath of the Columbia disaster, NASA formed the Columbia Accident Investigation Board, CAIB, to determine the root causes of the accident and recommend improvements to the Space Shuttle program. The CAIB was chaired by retired U.S. Navy Admiral Harold W. Geman Jr. and consisted of experts from various fields, including aerospace engineering, materials science, and organizational behavior. The investigation revealed several critical failures that contributed to the loss of Columbia and its crew. Foam strike. The initial damage to Columbia's left wing caused by the foam strike during launch was a direct precursor to the disaster. The impact had breached the reinforced carbon-carbon (RCC) panels on the leading edge of the wing, compromising the shuttle's thermal protection. NASA's organizational culture. The CAIB identified flaws in NASA's decision-making processes and organizational culture, which contributed to the underestimation of risks associated with foam strikes and the thermal protection system. Communication and information flow. There were breakdowns in communication between various levels of NASA management and engineering teams regarding the significance of the foam strike and its potential consequences. Failure analysis. Prior incidents of foam shedding during launches had not led to catastrophic consequences, leading to a sense of complacency among NASA officials regarding the potential impact of such events. Safety and risk management. The CAIB made numerous recommendations for improving safety and risk management within NASA, including enhancements to the shuttle's TPS inspection and repair capabilities, as well as changes in organizational practices and culture. Impact on NASA and space exploration. The Columbia disaster had profound implications for NASA and the broader space exploration community. It prompted a reassessment of safety protocols within the Space Shuttle program and highlighted the risks associated with human spaceflight. In the aftermath of the disaster, NASA grounded the remaining shuttles and conducted an extensive review of shuttle safety and maintenance procedures. The loss of Columbia and its crew also led to discussions about the future of human spaceflight and the role of reusable spacecraft. NASA's focus shifted towards the development of next-generation launch systems and spacecraft, including the Constellation program, later replaced by the Artemis program, aimed at returning humans to the Moon and eventually sending crewed missions to Mars. Legacy and memorials. The crew of STS-107 was memorialized by NASA and the global community as heroes of space exploration. Several memorials and tributes have been established to honor their memory, including Columbia Memorial Space Center, located in Downey, California. This interactive science museum commemorates the crew of Columbia and celebrates the legacy of human space exploration. Columbia Hills, the highest point in Gasafe crater on Mars, was named Columbia Memorial Station by NASA in honor of the STS-107 crew. Memorials and scholarships. Various scholarships and educational programs have been established in memory of the Columbia crew members, supporting students pursuing careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, fields. Conclusion. The Space Shuttle Columbia disaster remains a poignant reminder of the risks and challenges inherent in human space exploration. It highlighted the importance of meticulous attention to detail, robust safety protocols, and a culture that prioritizes rigorous risk assessment and communication. The loss of Columbia and its crew was a tragic event that deeply affected NASA and the global space community, prompting significant changes in shuttle operations and safety practices. Despite the profound impact of the disaster, it also served as a catalyst for reflection and improvement within NASA, leading to advancements in spacecraft design, safety systems, and the overall approach to human spaceflight. The legacy of the STS-107 crew lives on through their contributions to science, their bravery in the face of adversity, and the enduring pursuit of knowledge and exploration beyond Earth's boundaries.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.